George Trapp driving down the middle. Chamberlain flies. Watch that out of bounds. He is awesome. Malone, pass is deflected. Going to be stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk. All right, here's Dennis. Gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner. Got it! Ball game's over. Boston wins. Here's Jordan for three. Yes! Bryant to shot.
Oh! LeBron James, with no regard for human life, has given the Cavaliers their biggest lead tonight. It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
This is WHPC Sports Talk.
Front, Randall backing in, off the double team, jumper, Hart, splash!
That's how the Knicks went out yesterday. And this is how we coming on Wednesday. WHPC. Listen, come on. It's been a minute.
A-hole over there.
Exactly. Like, come on. You don't even got to do
love.
that.
It's love.
WHPC Sports Talk on a Wednesday. I'm your host, Eric Williams, joined by Nico Each, Joshua Mahi, Devin O'Shea, and Ross Levine. Knicks won yesterday, so I think half the room is happy about that.
Woo. Yo. First off, good win. I want to say great win.
It's the playoffs. Every great win's a good win.
I'm happy you said that because there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, they didn't have Jimmy Butler. The Knicks only won by 6." Who cares about glamour wins in the playoffs? Just get a win and get out, and that's what they did. So, mid-3 showed up, combined for 79 points.
Mid-3.
The mid-3, always the mid-3 in my heart, no matter how well they play. Jalen Brunson bounced back. Good win. Got to wait until Saturday for Game 3, but they needed that one and they got it. So, big time.
Definitely, they definitely need some rest. Brunson was favoring at that same ankle he tweaked, but finished the game off. And I listen, it was a tough game for the Knicks for no reason. I just feel that way. They made it tough on themselves. Once again, they were starting to play stupid, but then they came out in the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, really, and they really turned it on. Yeah. And then the fourth quarter, it was still a close game, but, they kind of took off.
They went on a big run that fourth.
So, and Julius Randle, I mean, he's all the help you need. You've seen it. Jump shooting, I mean, Obi Toppin couldn't get it done. He came in and shot 2 air balls. That made me sick. I mean, it came straight up and it was like within 30 seconds, just 2 air balls. Like, man, come on.
Why are we putting Julius Randle on this pedestal? He has yet to hit over 50% field goal shooting in any of the games in the playoffs so far.
Well, I mean, you can say that, but I know when you get to the playoffs, and he's not the most efficient guy in the world in the regular season, but when it comes to playoff time, guys shoot inefficient. It's a bogged down game. It's a mucked up game. So I think Julius Randle, whatever you want to say for him as a player or about him as a player, excuse me. 25, 12, and 8 just coming off an ankle injury is impressive.
The stats are good.
Yeah, no matter how you want to slice it. Only 3 turnovers. I say only because we know he's prone to a lot more usually. But when he was on the court, the Knicks outscored the Heat by 14. That's great. That's a great job. And just the aggression. I was surprised by his aggression to start the game. Because he came in, you don't know whether he's just going to, start the first couple minutes of the game, feeling out the game, testing the ankle, just getting cardio in. But he was aggressive. He stepped up, made his first 3, and he had 2 plays back to back. He had a 3, and then he shot a right-handed dribble into the paint, left-hand pull-up jump shot from the free throw line. And right when he hit that, you had Iron Eagle on the call say, Julius Randle's back. That's what he does. He looked completely normal, and we needed it. If the Knicks would have made the decision to be like, we want Randle to get another day, because remember, the Heat announced Jimmy Butler was going to sit out first. Then we didn't know the status of Brunson and Randall. So if the Knicks would have been like, and this would have been stupid anyway, if they would have been like, so Butler's not playing, let's give Randall, another day off and see what happens. We would have got smoked yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We would have gotten, the Knicks would have gotten smoked because the Miami Heat, you got to give credit to Eric Spoelstra. Great coach, like I've been saying. Like you said, Eric, the Knicks played stupid or appeared to look like they were playing stupid because, Eric Spoelstra is going to coach circles around Tibbs. I said it yesterday. All series long, we know that's going to be the deal. Eric Spoelstra is greater than Tibbs. We know this. So he had a great game plan yesterday. Just had the Heat play a zone defense all game. And then on offense, the Miami Heat really just said, we're going to just try to get into the paint, kick out for wide open threes. And those guys were knocking it down. Duncan Robinson, off the bench, he had 3 threes. Max Strus, the starting point guard, had 3 threes. Kevin Love, 2 threes. Gabe Vincent, shout out Nigeria, 4 threes. Caleb Martin, 4 threes. And you're wondering, because for the first 3 quarters of the game, it was just nonstop. The Knicks would get closer. They would take the lead for a second. Boom, Miami 3. And it's like, are we really going to lose this game to the Jimmy Butler-less Heat? Is that really going to happen? No, I'm looking like the fourth quarter's about to start, and I'm just like, if we lose this game, I'm going to be sick. And me and Ross talked about it yesterday. Just, is it house money or are there expectations? And Ross, I know you said it's house money, but listen, with the way the Celtics look and the Sixers look, sorry, Devin, but I think that series goes long, and I think the Sixers got a real chance. The East is wide open. The Knicks, if they handle business in this series, can make it to the finals. And being down after 3 quarters to no Jimmy Butler in the Miami Heat, that's not handling business. But the fourth quarter, like we said, 35 points. It's the highest scoring fourth quarter for the Knicks these playoffs. Highest scoring quarter period, actually, for the Knicks these playoffs. They needed it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Anytime you put New York and try to take care of your own business in the same sentence, never turns out good.
That is true.
It just never does. I hate saying that.
Well, lately it hasn't.
But throughout sports in general. If you really think about it, the Knicks, I know they lost a couple of games throughout the year to bad teams like the Hornets. That's why I always say any win's a good win with the Knicks, because I've seen the Knicks lose to the Hornets. I've seen them lose to the T-Wolves when they were not playing that great. So that's why you take any win. A win's a win, especially in the playoffs. And the Knicks won, unlike the Mets today. The Knicks won, and the Knicks found a way. And you know what? Josh Hart, he stepped up. He made a couple of threes. But the guy I got to give credit to is Julius Randle. For the guy to not be fully 100% back, he came back and he made an impact, and he was really good. He had 25 points, and he almost had a triple-double. So I think he was very key in the win.
And Josh Hart also did pretty well. He didn't shoot very well efficiently, but was very close. I think it was 1 assist away from a triple-double as well. So, Josh Hart's been doing very well in place of Quentin Grimes, and I think Quentin Grimes is coming off the bench. So I think Tibbs is just going with the hot hand with Hart right now.
I don't even think it's about having a hot hand. I think it's just Tibbs liking Hart more than Grimes for some reason. But I feel like with Grimes starting, I feel like that team just comes out with more energy. As you seen yesterday, they didn't come out really with that type of energy they had late in the season where they were winning games. So that was because Grimes wasn't starting. And, late in that game, he started playing Grimes. He played Grimes 26 minutes. But Grimes would usually play those key minutes and give you defense in a wing 3 or whatever. But, Josh Hart, he's not the best shooter. But he also brings energy. He does everything on the floor. So it's like, who do you want to play? Do you want to play Grimes? Do you want to play Hart? You really just got to toss it up. But I didn't like the fact that he wasn't giving Quickly a chance.
It's crazy. Quickly just went out of this rotation so quickly. He's quickly. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he is playing like garbage.
Yeah, but how do you? All right, I can speak from experience. How do you expect a guy to come out and have confidence when you're not even playing him his regular minutes?
It's a good point, but we know who Tibbs is. Tibbs is very, number one, he plays his guys. So we know Josh Hart. Josh Hart is like Tibbs' favorite son. So we know Josh Hart is going to be in a lot of closing lineups. And Grimes, he didn't shoot the ball well.
Good threes at the end of the game.
Yeah,
huge
threes.
Clutch threes.
And that's his shot. I don't need above the break threes from Josh Hart. Get in your corners and do what you do. Just be ready to lock and load, and he did that. So he's going to be in a lot of closing lineups, and you like the defensive versatility he brings, especially when Jimmy Butler comes back from Miami. But, man, just as far as Quickly goes, I'm disappointed in him because I know the Knicks just won, and it's hard to complain about anything when you get a playoff win, especially in this series, because they're going to be hard to come by with this Miami Heat team. But Quickly wasn't great in the Cavs series.
Yep.
And I've maintained since game 1 of the Cavs series all the way to now, you can miss shots, and we talk about losing confidence. I'd rather go 0 for 30 than go 0 for 9 and all that stuff. You stop shooting, that means you lost confidence. But he's been scared to, like, all the shots he would normally take in the regular season, he's not taking in the playoffs. He's passing up, like, semi-open shots just to...
Like, he was good. He was in contention for Sixth Man of the Year against Brogdon. Like,
and it was a toss-up.
And I'm a Celtics fan. I was sort of leaning Quickly because he was on fire. He is. We saw what he was like in the regular season. You saw what he was like against my Celtics. Like, he is good when he has the minutes.
I mean, I kind of like Tibbs running it as a meritocracy, though. Like, if you play well, you're going to get minutes. If Emmanuel Quickly comes in Miami on Saturday and hits his first 3 shots, he's going to play. So I think that's a little overblown. Obviously, like, I've been a play the kids proponent for the last 2 years. I remember when Quickly was getting benched for Alec Burks and Kemba Walker. So it's a better situation than last year, but still, I think if Quickly just... I'm going to change what I said, actually. It doesn't even matter if he makes the first couple shots. If he just shows aggression on both ends of the floor, like you're willing to hunt shots and take shots, I think that's enough for Tibbs to be like, all right, you're coming in with a different mentality. I'm going to give you some more run for this game. So I think that's the important thing. You're going to have 3 days off until Game 3. If you're the Knicks, number one, Tibbs got to make adjustments because Eric Spoelstra has completely outclassed you through 2 games. We kind of knew that was going to happen, but you definitely got to sharpen some things up. And for Quickly and Grimes, because both of them kind of struggled, like I just said, hunt your shots, be aggressive. If you miss the first couple of them, don't be discouraged. Don't look like a sad puppy. Just keep playing. You know Brunson's going to be there. You know Randall's going to be there. And lately, you know RJ's going to be there. You know those guys are going to back you up if you miss shots. And Mitchell Robinson, he's like a vacuum cleaner on the boards.
He played like 20 minutes yesterday.
Yeah.
Because the rest were... That's Scott Foster, though. We know. Eric knows. Eric knows.
Listen, I had a bet on Mitchell Robinson. All I needed him to do was get 9 rebounds, and he only played 21 minutes.
Scott Foster did it to you again.
Dang.
Yeah, it just had to be Scott Foster. I don't hate people, but I really hate the guy. Like, I really do. But you talk about aggressiveness. I don't think that's ever Quickly's problem because he always seems like he's ready to shoot the ball. I think that's more of Grimes' problem because he'll get the ball and hesitate.
Yo, all game it was really pissing me off. All game. I don't know how many times I screamed at my TV, shoot the ball. You're open. Why are you scared of Gabe Vincent closing out?
They're not confident in their shot. That's why they're not shooting the 3. I think that's really what it is. I think if they were hot, I think he would have put up the 3.
But that's my point. Like if you're scared to shoot, you're hurting your team.
Ben Simmons.
Prime example, right? You're hurting your team. If you're not even aggressive shooting, if you're not playing with aggression, you're hurting your team. You're killing your team. Even if you miss shots, you got to make the defense respect you. So, I mean, RJ's been doing that. RJ hit 5 threes yesterday. RJ Barrett?
He flipped the switch.
He came into the game like you had that mindset. You know what shots you're going to get. RJ knew at the start of the game, they're going to give me wide open corner threes, wide open wing threes. If I'm ready to shoot and I'm in that mindset to shoot, I'll probably make a few of them. 5 threes from RJ Barrett? Nobody here saw that coming.
Absolutely not.
So, and Randall 3 threes. Brunson went 0 for 7 game 1, 6 of 10 game 2. And he was great in the second half. And we know Jalen Brunson's the closer of this team. So, I just need like Obi Toppin too. If you airball twice, you're not shooting with confidence. So
yeah, my man's airballed twice and got sat down.
like only 10 minutes, and that was deserved. The only real guy off the bench that played well was Hartenstein.
He hit 9 rebounds.
And those were big, offensive rebounds. Just Just kick out to Brunson for a 3, kick out to Hart for a 3. Just, he's kind of the unsung hero of this team because he played all 82 games, and he's not the shot blocker or rebounder that Mitchell Robinson is, but when he comes off the bench, the biggest compliment I can give somebody in the playoffs that's not like a superstar like a LeBron or a Steph is that when you come into the game, we know what we're going to get out of you. We know what we're going to get out of Isaiah Hartenstein every time he steps on the floor. So
at least he shows more effort than Aiden. I can say that. You know, it's never really saying much, but you know, when you're getting paid $132 million, I mean, listen, I hate talking about this because I talk about these players like the money comes out of my pocket, but you know, you're getting paid $132 million. Show some aggressiveness. Show that you want to play defense. Like this guy Hartenstein, how much is he getting paid? It doesn't even matter. He's coming off the bench.
2 years, $18 million, I think.
So, like,
I feel like he's like a Robert Williams for the Knicks, like coming off the bench. You know what you're gonna get out of him. He's gonna be that guy for you, just like Robert Williams is for the Celtics.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
I know Derek White's playing well, but I mean, when the Celtics were starting Robert Williams, and I know he's been hurt, but like, you went to the finals with that starting lineup, so I don't know why Joe Mazzulla would.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, he was riding the bench for quite a bit of time this year with the injury. And I guess he's just sticking with Holford at the 5 and Tatum at the 4 in this lineup. I guess he wants... Because you can either do Smart, White, Brown, Tatum, Holford, or you can do Smart, Brown, Tatum, Holford, Williams. So, I mean, it's a variety of lineups, and, I mean, Robert Williams has been killing it.
It's weird because, like, and I know we have to stay on topic, but I this is my take. I think the Celtics miss Udoka because, number one, if Udoka was a coach, there ain't no way in hell that James Harden's getting 45 points in a game 1. It's not happening.
I did love Udoka's defense with this team. His defense for the Celtics was incredible. Like, Mazzulla enhanced our offense, but Udoka made our defense incredible.
He's more of a player's coach if you think about it, because like, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm playing, I'm not playing with aggression, I'm playing kind of soft. I want a coach that's going to be like, yo, you're playing like a punk. Like, tell it how it is. Like, yo, you're playing like a punk. Go out there and change it.
He's also a rookie. He's a rookie coach.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that dog in him. But
he has a lot of holes in this season that I've seen, but like I've said in past shows, like the way that he just allows many runs to just keep going and not do anything about them. Like he has a few things that he does mess up a lot at head coach, but I mean he was a head coach of the year finalist. I think what's his name? The Kings.
Mike Brown.
He won the coach of the year, and then they won the executive of the year for the Kings as well. That happened a few hours ago.
Monty McNair.
Yeah.
Yo, so when I first heard that name, I actually tweeted about it earlier. That's not what I expected Monty McNair to look like. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw
hold on, I gotta hit Google.
I don't know what he looks like.
Now y'all will see it when y'all saw the name Monty McNair.
Oh my God,
that's not what you expected.
Wait, the owner?
No, the GM.
Oh.
That's not what you expected.
No,
that's not what I expected.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
I'm intrigued now.
It's not what I expected.
It's not, but
it's a really pale
It's like
guy.
a gym teacher.
He really does.
Yeah. He definitely fits that description.
Playing dodgeball?
Yeah. He definitely fits that description. But I'm going to ask y'all one more question before we move on. So, with the way the Knicks played last night without Jimmy Butler there, I mean, you've seen Jimmy Butler waving the Knicks fans goodbye. Obviously, he has to come back to the Garden and play again, even if they do go up 3-1, right? Do you think the Knicks can win at least one game in Miami with the way they played last night?
Are we saying that Butler comes back in Game 3?
I would hope so.
I think he
will.
If they play like they did yesterday and Butler plays, I don't think they were going to win.
Yeah.
I don't think they played good enough, but they won. And listen, the Knicks have been good on the road this year, so that's why I think they might win one of these games.
I mean, you also had 79 from your, like you said, mid-3. Now you're going to have a lot more from them with Butler.
That's true.
Here's the thing. So we know in the NBA playoffs, role players usually play a lot better at home than they do on the road. But the weird thing we saw with Miami, and I guess the Garden crowd and the whole Garden effect, guys get up to play at the Garden. So you had, if Caleb Martin makes four or five threes again, I'm sorry, you gotta, Ross, tip your cap. You got to do that because that's fake to me. That's fake to me. That's not going to happen again. Even with Jimmy Butler on the court and demanding more defensive attention. If I had to pick a game for the Knicks to win in Miami, I think they'll get one, and I think it'll be Game 3. I think it'll be Game 3. I think they'll get a split in Miami, and I think that the big player to watch is obviously Julius Randle because he averaged 27 against Miami in the regular season, and they were talking about it on the broadcast. Like, the Heat have nobody to guard him. Nobody.
The Heat have nobody.
They have nobody.
Period.
Even well, facts too. Yeah, facts. And they've been banged up, but Bam Adebayo is like a great defender, right? Known as a great defender. Julius scored on him every single time. Like, it was easy, and he's done that all season long. So
he likes to talk about Marcus Smart, about he should have won Defensive Player of the Year over Smart. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Nah, Randall be cooking his ass. I know that. So if he keeps that up, and that's going to create more shots for Quickly, Grimes, Barrett, Brunson, like all that attention. And I know a lot of Knicks fans don't like Julius Randle still, but you can't deny that his impact on the floor offensively creates a lot of good shots. So
he considering that he came back from the injury, he played really well. He did.
Yeah, I mean, did very well come back from an injury in a big game that you don't want to go down 2-0 after losing both games home. Like, you don't want to do that. So winning yesterday was very important. So you don't go to Miami losing 2-0. So I mean, like you might like Randall, you might not like Randall as a Knicks fan. But right now, you're stuck with him. You are stuck with him, and he is your power forward, and he's going to continue taking shots. So you can continue being upset. He's not terrible. Like, he's not like what he was on the Pelicans or the Lakers when he tore his ACL. Like, he is a all-star caliber. He is an all-star. Him and Brunson pair up very well. Not better than Tatum and Brown, but they pair up very well.
Yeah. Well, look, before I move on to the next topic, this is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. I'm going to give you a number to call, 516-572-7440. Hit the call line. But I'm actually moving on, but listen, Stephen A. Smith had something to say, and I just had to get y'all thoughts on this. I felt like it was very ridiculous. So, here we go.
If Steph Curry beats LeBron in this series, and dare I say, wins his 5th NBA championship, we might have to remove LeBron James off of Mount Rushmore and put Steph Curry on it. That's right, I said.
I think both can be on there.
Yeah.
There's enough room.
Yeah. It's only 4 guys. You can have 4 guys on there. You don't have to pick between one or the other, Stephen A.
He just gets ridiculous sometimes. I mean, he just blows his own head up.
I don't even see. I saw that earlier, and I don't even still know what to say because I don't even know where to start. Just when you hear something that ridiculous, it's like, yeah, because like LeBron and Steph, I know they're the Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson of this generation. We acknowledge that. But This is like, I always say, comparison is a thief of joy. Can we just enjoy both of them while they're like, we don't have to, if one beats the other and one was a championship, then, get rid of the other one. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. That don't make sense.
Listen.
You see him guarding Steph all the way to the bench?
That's what you got to do off the bus.
He wants to play for the Warriors one day, though. I'll tell you that. But before we say anything about that, we got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and what are you going to talk about?
Billy from Franklin Square.
What's going on?
Not much. I just like this thing's all the Knicks talk. Billy from Franklin. You guys believe the Knicks are going to go anywhere? Not much. I just like.
Do we think the Knicks are going to go anywhere, you said?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, against the Celtics and the Sixers, they're done. so.
You think that?
It's
I
just
mean,
now.
here's the thing with the Knicks. I think, and we were talking about this, the expectations have changed because you look at it. I thought it was, if they just win a first round series, that's a successful season. But now you're looking at it, the East is wide open. Shoot the West. The West don't got world beaters in it. You got LeBron and Stephen and Jokic and KD and Booker, I know. But if the Knicks can make it, the Knicks really could make it to the finals. Like, I don't feel like I'm overstepping and saying that.
They do have a chance. I think that it's more of a likely chance that whoever wins the 2 and 3 series wins the conference finals. But whoever wins the 5 and 8 series,
5-8, not even 1-4, 5-8.
Either of those teams are going to put up a good fight against whoever makes it out of between the Celtics and Sixers. They're going to put up a fight, and maybe 6 games, maybe whoever it is, 6 games, maybe.
I'm a Celtic fan, and player for player, Knicks just don't even shine their shoes.
Well, I mean, Billy, Billy, if you want to talk about it, I know we're not in the regular season no more, but what happened? What happened this season? Then last I checked, the Knicks won more games against the Celtics.
The Knicks did beat the Celtics in the series.
Yeah, season series 3-1.
Season series.
What happened? If you're gonna say that, what happened?
The players. That's smoking mirrors and stuff. Anyway.
Hey, hopefully we get to see. I mean, the Celtics, they lost game 1 and then Embiid's coming back. So, hey, don't be down 2-0.
I mean, in the regular season, Embiid dropped 52 against a team without Jaylen Brown. I think Robert Williams wasn't playing that game. Marcus Smart might have been playing. I don't know, but they lost. They won by 2. The Sixers. They won by 2, and Embiid dropped 52. And
I remember that game.
Yeah, we didn't have anyone on our team that day.
Yeah, all I know is Embiid and Robert Williams going to be a war.
Now it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Do you think Embiid deserved MVP?
Yes,
I do.
Yeah, I do. I think it was. I'm surprised the race wasn't as close as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like really nip and tuck till the end, but the voters loved Embiid. I do have a problem with one voter that left Jokic completely off the ballot for 5 spots. Not you just being a hater at that point.
No, did that?
I swear they put. I kind of respect it because they put Jalen Brunson ahead of Jokic on that ballot.
Brunson.
But I mean,
that's funny.
What are we doing?
LeBron was left off by 1 spot, right?
Yeah, LeBron didn't get a vote. They was talking about that was the first time ever in his 20-year career he didn't get a vote.
Which in his 20-year career, he didn't receive a vote.
Thank you guys for listening to me. You guys are great.
Thank you for the
call.
Thank you for the call.
See you later.
Listen. You know what? Let's talk about the Celtics and the Knicks real quick. I hope we get that series. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm hoping for that series. I'm hoping for it.
Now, my official pick for the Sixers-Celtics series is Sixers in 7.
You're funny.
Hey, I mean,
it could happen though. That's the thing.
See, I'm not even totally confident in it because James Harden is on the other side, and anytime you put your money where James Harden is, it don't end well. And I know he dropped 45 points, but how does Embiid coming back change that? Can Harden be consistent for a full playoff series? We haven't seen much of that in his career. But I think the Sixers winning that game without Embiid was huge. But say the Celtics do win and we get Celtics-Knicks, New York, Boston. Hey, that's...
I might have to go to a game or 2.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. That'd be cool.
And I'd go in depth for it. That's going to be a great series. The Celtics are obviously going to be favored, but one thing you can't deny is the matchup. Now, I'm not going to say the Knicks are going to 4-1 the Celtics or go up 3-1 in the series, but they showed in the regular season, especially when Josh Hart came on board. When Josh Hart came on board, they won 2 games against the Celtics, one in Boston double overtime, one at home where Jason Tatum quit on the court. So it'd be a good matchup. I hope we get it. My dream matchup is actually Celtics-Knicks, and out the West, I'd probably say...
It's going to be Nuggets, and then... I'm sorry, Eric. It's going to be Nuggets. They're up they're 2-0. Chris Paul's not playing for game 3, 4, or 5, most likely.
Yeah, I would have still taken the Suns seriously in that series, Eric, but I think Chris Paul missing the next 3 games possibly.
You barely there's barely any depth on that team, and then you lose Chris Paul. Like then you have probably going to start Cameron Payne at the 1. So
and Cam Payne's not even going to be doing a lot of the playmaking because Devin Booker is probably the best playmaker. Not even probably, definitely the best playmaker without Chris Paul. So you're looking at it now. So you're going to make Devin Booker, Monty Williams, the head coach. You're going to make Devin Booker score 40 or 45. You're going to need
around.
You're going to need 7 or 8 assists from him.
Yeah.
Because of Mr. Dominating. He's going to have to crash the boards too. KD too. So the Suns have the... It's crazy betting against Devin Booker and KD like this, but...
Honestly, like, after that trade, it's like, wow, like, this team is going to go all the way. Like, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, and then we're just writing it off after 2 games, like...
Like, I don't want to do it, but, I mean, I got to look at what I see and just...
But I'm doing it. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
I've kind of, like, written it off at this point. I just don't have belief in Ayton. I don't have belief in the rest of this team other than I don't even know if I have belief in Kevin Durant at this point. You shot 27 shots and you only made 10. So listen, only person I got belief in, only player I have belief in right now on this team is Devin Booker. That's it. Because listen, you can't put all your chips on the table with Chris Paul because he's gonna always end up hurt. And I hate the fact that I have to say that, but it's every year. I'm not even about to go into it, like, because I'm going to get upset. But it's just like right now they got us as 3.5 point favorites. I don't know why, but
favorites.
They have us as 3.5 point favorites. I don't see us winning game 3 though, unless Denver comes out and starts playing, real stupid.
I mean, they didn't shoot very good yet. The second game, like, they only scored 97. They held Porter Jr. to 5, Murray to 10. So I mean, they did well defensively. They just couldn't score. They stopped. They were at 87. Like, you can't win a playoff game scoring 87 points.
No, you can't.
You
can't.
It's I thought the Suns were the favorites, but if I had to call it now, I think the winner of the finals this year is going to be whoever wins Lakers Warriors.
Ooh.
I underestimated the Lakers. I thought they just beat up on a Memphis team in dysfunction and Dylan Brooks and everything. Ni hao. But you win that game in game 1, and I know the Warriors were tired and they didn't really have it coming off that tough 7-game series at Sacramento. But I like the way they defended. And the Warriors are going to make adjustments. They'll probably win the next game. But Jared Vanderbilt, who they got in the trade deadline, a great defender. Anthony Davis this playoffs, he's averaging 22, 15, 4, and 1. Now, the 4 you would think is assists, right? No, nah. He's averaging 4 blocks per game.
Dude's an animal.
This is peak Anthony Davis. If I knew the Lakers were going to get peak Anthony Davis and he was going to stay healthy, and he still might get hurt, I might have picked the Lakers to win the West because he's a difference maker. But
I mean, lots of people talk about when talking about the Lakers, they talk about how, and they asked. I'm pretty sure they asked LeBron this question the other day about how, like, if LeBron does well, then Anthony Davis doesn't do well. If Anthony Davis does well, LeBron doesn't do well, and that was the case yesterday. He scored 20. LeBron scored 22. It's not terrible. I mean, LeBron James. So, I mean, you should be expecting more than 22.
He shot like garbage,
He shot 35%, I'm pretty sure. So, right now, that comment that they made the other day is sounding correct.
They got an impressive team. I don't know. They got a lot of moving parts. Like, Reeves didn't play well, but D'Angelo Russell did. D'Angelo Russell is incapable of putting up 2 good games in a row. So, I expect them to fall off in game 2. I think the Warriors take game 2. I think it goes 7. But the Lakers are a threat.
And they won this in Golden State.
In game 1, right away. Yeah. Take home court advantage back. And I saw some numbers about Steph Curry, and he's arguably the best player in the world right now, but you should see his numbers at Staples Center when he plays the Lakers. I think he's shooting like 35% or something
It's not very
over his
good.
career. Like,
He shot terribly yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
He did. But
You can't have that in the playoffs though. Especially the Warriors don't play they don't play well on the road. Period
That
this
too.
season. So it's like you already
Clay-
gave up one game. Now you got to go out and try and get a game in LA, and it's not looking real good for them because they just don't come out on the road.
I mean, 51 3-point shots attempted. That is more than double of what the Lakers even attempted.
And you know why, right? Anthony Davis. They ain't want no smoke from AD.
And then you see the free throw numbers that that's how many?
But you know why the free throw numbers were like that? It's just like
They're just shooting threes.
yeah, they're just shooting and
They had
nobody
6 free
driving
throw
the paint.
attempts compared to 29 from the Lakers. Like, I mean, the Lakers aren't going to shoot threes because what are they not good at? Threes.
Yeah,
Like,
they-
what are you going to do? Do the thing that you're not well at? Like,
They finally figured
Play
out
to
the
your strength.
formula. They got younger and finally figured out the formula.
That's why I love this series, because it's not just LeBron versus Steph. It's two totally different styles like clashing, because the Lakers are gonna ground and pound. They get to the free throw line, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James are gonna just live in the paint, and then they're gonna spray out to the shooters when they get opportunities, like Troy Brown, D'Lo, Reeves. And the Warriors, when you have Anthony Davis, like, they're usually gonna attack the paint more, but when you have Anthony Davis and Vanderbilt down low,
Looney did pretty well against them.
Yeah,
I mean, didn't guard Davis well because look at
Kevon
his
Rodman.
stats, but
Kevon Rodman, 23 more rebounds yesterday.
yeah,
23.
So you're gonna need that, but when you have Steph and Clay and they're looking at Anthony Davis and they're like, "Nah, I'll just stay in my office. I'll just shoot all these threes." And
Clay shot 36% from the field. Curry shot 41% from the field. Like you can't shoot like that and expect to win.
I think Draymond might be a mole too.
And they barely won. It was only by 5. So I mean, like if you shoot a little better, you figure stuff they're gonna, like you said, they're gonna win game 2. The Warriors are winning game 2.
Well, if Draymond stops being the mole for LeBron, I don't know. I didn't like what I saw from Draymond. I don't know.
Oh, he's definitely playing for the Lakers. He's definitely playing for them. His buddy LeBron is over there. Yeah, let's give him a win.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Draymond Green Show. LeBron is the GOAT. I love LeBron so much. I wanted to skip a whole 2 week of games just so I could watch him break the scoring record. That's my guy.
Steve Kerr just said no.
You're like, no. What you talking about?
You sound ridiculous.
Stay your ass here.
What's up, everybody? It's Draymond Green. Make sure you subscribe to the Volumes YouTube channel below so you don't miss any more of this great content going forward.
Every time, yo.
I wish you got Draymond to talk about WHPC, like have his voice.
Oh, I can get a
One try, though.
Artificial intelligence. Don't give me no ideas. I'll just leave it there. Don't give me any ideas.
Hey guys, WHPC.
I could make a whole intro out of that. Actually, watch what I cook up. The Draymond Green WHPC Sports Talk intro.
We can actually do that. Yo,
I'm gonna
it's
get in the
crazy
lab.
what you could do with the internet.
I'm gonna get in the lab. Trust.
That's crazy. I want to see that. It's crazy what you could really do with the internet, but
gonna like sue us.
Draymond ends WHPC with $1 million lawsuit.
Draymond ends Nassau Community College radio show.
So look, how do y'all feel about the Embiid winning MVP? Didn't get to ask that yet.
About damn time.
It was well deserved, right?
I believe he should have won this year.
I think he should have won last year too.
Facts. That's the thing. If it were up to me, I would have switched it. I think Embiid should have got it last year and Jokic should have really won it this year.
Yeah.
But I get where the voters were coming from. I'm not giving Nikola Jokic 3 straight MVPs. You're not Larry Bird, with all due respect. You're not Michael Jordan. Well, why are you winning 3 MVPs in a row?
Oh, he's the most valuable player to his team.
Is that right?
I mean,
I saw a stat. The Sixers win more when Embiid's not in the lineup.
But see, when it comes to stuff like that, like that's why I don't like NBA fans talking on Twitter and everything else, because they get all their information like from Nick Wright and stuff. I don't respect that. I can't respect that.
The Nuggets won by 10 the other day, and Jokic put up I think 39 and like a fair amount of rebounds and assists. But like I said before, everyone else on that team sucked. So I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta figure out. You take a guy off the team. Which team does better when you take the guys off the team?
Yeah.
That's the one that's the most valuable to that team.
I agree, though. They should have switched it. They should be switched.
I mean, we can't do anything now.
No, you can't. But like, in a perfect world.
I'm sorry. I made a face because I saw this Jackson Mahomes news.
Oh my God!
They got him, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Jackson, you can't just be grabbing women and kissing them.
Nah, that's not what you want.
Nope.
That's not what you want.
They really put him in cuffs.
Do you know the amount of Jackson Mahomes memes I've seen today? It happened a few hours ago.
They've been waiting.
So questionable.
He's happy to take.
He's on the injury report every week. Yeah, questionable. But he's out of jail now. $100,000 bond. So.
Aw. He's out.
No, poor Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes was like, I got to do what?
Bro gets a $250 million, and he's like, I have to take my brother out of jail.
No, I'm sorry. If I'm Pat, I'm like, yo, you can just chill in there for a little bit. There's too much heat on me right now.
Sitting there, I'll pick you up in the weekend. I'll pick you up after the weekend. Like, come on.
Like, I'm actually mad at.
I feel like Jackson would truly enjoy jail.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but I didn't want to say it because, I don't know how some people would take that, but...
Listen,
I'm going in the shower.
yeah, that's exactly...
I hope no one follows me.
That's definitely Jackson Mahomes.
Oh my God, guys, I dropped the soap.
No, I'm bending over. Yeah. That's what type of guy he is, though.
Oh my God.
Does a little TikTok dance in the shower.
And you can have phones in jail and stuff now, too. Like, it's
It'll be a
crazy.
tape soon. Trust.
It'll be...
Nah, y'all wild.
We're just speaking the truth, Josh.
I mean, y'all are 1,000% right. I don't disagree with anything y'all just said. But listen, if I'm Pat Mahomes, I'm actually kind of mad at him right now. I'm mad at Pat Mahomes because we all saw the video. So you bailing him out of jail? I don't care if that's your brother.
We don't know if Pat bailed him out.
That's true. But if he did, like, do you condone that behavior?
It's also your family, though. You're never going to hear the end of it from your parents.
I'll bail my sibling out of jail no matter what. What Jackson did, it's very tough. It's very tough to back your own brother behind that. But gold, Manchester City.
Yeah, I lost that bet.
Yeah,
I bet on the draw. So
I saw you after the first goal.
Yeah, no, I was heartbroken.
Oh, that's just too bad.
Shut up, Eric.
Well, I saw on the Mets lineup today, Starling Marte is not in the lineup.
Good.
For game 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the Mets. Let's talk about the Mets.
Jeff McNeil will be in the right field.
Oh, God.
Ross, enjoy this.
This season is so over for me. It really is. Oh, my God.
Bro, we're 3 games back.
I don't care.
We're 2 for 9.
4. They lost to the Tigers.
We lost the series against the Nationals.
Yeah.
We lose against the Tigers.
Yeah.
Eric Haas puts up the same amount of runs that we do as a team.
Yeah.
Yo, I know when Ross gets that look in his eye, he about to drop 50 right now. He charged up right now.
This is why Bucks won nothing, what he did today.
Buck.
Yacobonis, 3 great innings. What does he do? He takes them out.
Puts Ottavino in.
For a guy that hasn't pitched in a week, let's put Ottavino in the game. Who hasn't pitched in a week. You could tell he wasn't effective, but let's put that guy in there when Yacobonis had 3 great innings. That makes a lot of sense, Buck.
We'll let Robertson wait.
Yeah, you could have put Robertson in for an out, and they didn't do that.
He's been so good.
He's been so good. I don't know why they leave Ottavino in there.
A
1-run lead, and
Buck.
But see, like, that's why, like, even though when they swept, when the Mets swept Oakland, this is on the road trip, okay? This is why when they won those 2 games, it was the worst way they could have won them because it hit all the problems. That's what happened. It hit all the problems. Like, I could mark down 4 or 5 wins the Mets have had this year, and it's like, yeah, they won, so everybody feels good about it, but it hit all the problems. And the 4 games I'm talking about are the 2 against Oakland, which they should have lost probably, you could say both of them, maybe at least one of them. So that's one thing. The Marlins game, they won 9-3, and the Mets were walked 14 times in a 9-inning game. That hit out more problems. And then the game where they won 17-6 over the Oakland Athletics, they got walked 17 times. So unless this team gets walked, this team can't hit.
I think Senga pitched that game. Yeah.
And he didn't even get a win out of it. No. And he scored 17 runs.
That was his only outing that he didn't get a win.
So this is why I know Scherzer and Verlander are coming back. It's too late.
Dude.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Ross, it's May.
Yeah,
we just got into May.
Okay, so the same guy that gave a back-to-back home runs is the guy that we're going to ask to save our season? Max Scherzer? Max Scherzer?
We're asking
oh my God.
world champion Justin Verlander to save the season.
The guy that walked everybody in spring training.
Ross is spring training. He's not taking it serious.
Oh my God.
We're early in the season. We're only 3 games behind the Braves, even though we still lost that series against the Braves, and we're still 3 games.
Let's not act like we're ever going to catch up to the Braves, because it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
we're never going to win the division.
I think that ship is sailed. Yeah, we're not going to catch them.
Yeah, but it's like you could just tell the ball. It's just not bouncing the way that it should this year. Because think about it. Diaz gets hurt. That's that was the first sign right there. Verlander gets hurt early on. Katana gets hurt. Even though Katana, he didn't look great in that couple of those spring games, but obviously that's a loss. And they lost 4 of their 5 starters. Let's just call it the way it is. So
Senga's our ace.
Senga's the ace. And they don't have enough. I don't think the Mets have enough offense to overcome the bad pitching. That's the thing. And even today, they scored 5, but it's the Tigers. You should score a little bit more than that.
Speaking of Tigers, I guess you can say the Mets are the real paper Tigers of the baseball, because you got the big payroll, you got the...
And they lost to that team.
They lost to the Tigers, and, so you're looking at it...
No, we lost to Eric Haas.
Yeah, so let me get my thoughts off on Eric Haas. So...
Who?
Exactly. So he came into today's game with a 600 OPS, a 297 slugging percentage, 297. 297.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me in the first inning, this man hits a 3-run shot?
I mean, that was off Casey.
And then proceeds to hit a 2-run double later in the game.
Yeah, no, that was real. No, they were all real. To me, I feel like even when these guys do come back, and I get Verlander and Scherzer is going to help, but we don't know how these guys are going to be good right out of the gate. I mean, that's another thing too. These guys haven't pitched in a while. Verlander especially hasn't pitched in a while, and you don't know what you're going to get, and the offense is just so inconsistent. So it's so hard for me to really believe, and Buck with his decision making is really, it's bothering now. It's starting to get into that territory of bothering, because even when the Mets have won some of these games, his moves have been very questionable, and that's why he hasn't won anything.
Here's what Mets fans need to do. So number 1, we need to actually watch Verlander and Scherzer get back. Scherzer's going to start today, so see them get back, and maybe this team can find enough offense with Alvarez and Beatty now being up to...
They've been doing very well.
They've been doing great. So it's the rest of the offense really that hasn't really been picking up the slack. So
yeah, I mean,
besides Nemo's been great all year. Alonso's kind of tailed off after his hot start. But my point being, so there's that. Worry about the Mets. Number 2, worry about the Angels. Because if you're thinking about Mets championship aspirations this year, either the Angels fall out of it, they're like, Shohei Ohtani's on a contract year. I got to trade him to save our franchise.
I don't think they're going to,
because we can't lose him for nothing.
Yeah, I worry about that rumor with the whole thing with him and Senga. That because they got Senga, there has to be a certain relationship with him and Ohtani, and that affects Ohtani from coming to the Mets because the Mets got Senga. That worries me. I blame Epler's an idiot, absolute idiot.
See, we don't know that to be true either, so I get why people think that, but my point being, you got to watch some of these teams. There are 4 teams really. The Yankees are in last place, by the way, but there are 4 teams in the AL East that are above 500 that I think it's going to stay that way. The Red Sox, I mean, they might fall out.
They're going to fall out.
They're going to fall out.
They will. Yeah.
You're looking at teams like that, and it's who can the Mets trade for to try to salvage this season? But then saying that, we don't really trust Billy Epler to make good trades either. So
nope. But see, to me, The big thing too is like even example like okay, Alvarez has been hitting. He has been hitting. Alvarez has been very good. Nito played. He played game 1. Like why? Why are we playing Nito over Alvarez? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Back doubleheader. I mean, Frankie. I mean, he's in the lineup for game 2. So
Yeah.
I get it, but it's like why? Like why is even Nito even like? If anything, call up Perez.
yeah.
Also, Joey Wentz also started being a lefty pitcher against a righty Alvarez. Why?
I mean, okay, with Nito, you want to give him this game because it's a doubleheader, fine. And I'm not gonna kill Buck for that, but the other issue is like he did it again in the sense that you had a hot pitcher in Jimmy Akabonis who had 3 really good innings, and then he takes him out for a guy that didn't pitch for a week in Ottavino. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like that's why, like as mad as I am about Ottavino blowing that game earlier, I blame Buck more than Ottavino because he shouldn't have been in that game to begin with.
Would you have let Jacobonis start the?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have at least, or maybe I would have honestly even said Ottavino could have gotten a couple of batters, and let's say it was first and second to us, you could put Robertson in. They didn't even do that. He left Ottavino in there. Like it just to me, this is where Buck. I could see why he hasn't won anything. I could see it, and I'm seeing it now. I mean, he didn't win anything with the Yankees. He won nothing in Baltimore, and he won nothing with the D-backs.
Did you win Manager of the Year last year?
Yeah, but what does that mean?
What does that mean? That means nothing. Where's the championship?
Yeah. Buck is a Tom Thibodeau 2.0.
Padres.
I like that. That's a good comparison.
So Buck Showalter, Tom Thibodeau, and Gerard Gallant walk into a bar, right?
Yeah, they're text messaging. How bad could we be in the playoffs?
Gerard Gallant. What a guy.
He hasn't been fired yet. I thought he was going to be out the door.
His interview today pissed me off.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because he sounds like an idiot.
I honestly didn't listen to it, but I heard like the quotes from it. I think he's gone, just based off what the media's asking
and he
him.
thinks he shouldn't be gone, and I think it's hilarious.
Well,
he's like, I don't understand why I have to be answering questions about me getting fired. You guys are just creating a whole media thing. Disappointing. That was the whole quote. Just, bro.
That was the whole.
Maybe like, I don't know, coach better.
That was like the Joe Judge press conference before he was fired. Press conference before, that was the Joe Judge press conference. It was like he was ripping his team, and then he got fired. They said the same thing.
I gotta run back that Joe Judge. I forgot about him. That press conference was like a masterclass. I gotta look that up. That was like
what, the introductory one or the
the exit one.
Oh yeah.
That was. I gotta go back and.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if
yeah,
he lasts more than a week, but I hasn't spoken to Chris Jury yet, so we'll see.
I feel like, I mean, I could just go by like prior experience, but I know last year when the Islanders fired Trotz, it took like a week. So sometimes these things do take a little bit longer than they should.
I expect it to happen Monday because everything bad or good that happens in Rangers history happens on Monday. So if it doesn't happen on Monday, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I hate the Rangers.
This Joe Judge clip. Yo, the Giants used to be so funny, bro.
They still are.
How?
They're fans too. Some of them. I said
Corey. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nah, Corey's just
delusional.
He's an Eagles fan. He's not even a Giants fan.
Eagles, Cowboys, Ravens.
There's no team I hate more than the Eagles.
I hate them too.
Nah,
they won that drive.
Nico, what Corey?
They really did.
What Corey be sounding like in front of the TV when the Eagles play?
No.
Wait, nah, I gotta hear this. What you be sounding like? Come on.
See it, Nico.
Nah, Corey's my guy. He go, fly, Eagles, fly.
Come on, Jalen.
I'm telling you, he's a closet Eagles fan. There's no way you like can really cheer for a team that much and be like, nah, I'm not a fan. I'm a Giants fan. Like, oh, they had the best drive. Oh, they're gonna blow the Chiefs out in the Super Bowl. He even said the Eagles were gonna beat them in the playoffs. Like, you had no faith in yourself, bro.
So, Devin and Ross, y'all don't know, but we hosted the Super Bowl live from the Irish Poet in Wanta, and I put together like a great topic sheet, in my opinion. Like
one of his best.
Yeah, for real. I put together all the stats, like
very detailed,
extremely detailed. Like, here's a stat. Here's every stat telling you why this is going to be a close game. Corey hops up on the mic like, no, the Eagles going to blow these guys out.
He didn't even look at the topic sheet.
Not even look.
He didn't even look.
I was like, yo, the disrespect. There ain't no way. I put in all that work to tell everybody it's going to be a great Super Bowl, one of the best Super Bowls. Now the Eagles going 70 sacks. Come on, bro. Corey, you my guy. I love you, but come on, bro.
Nah.
Yo, retire, bro.
Retire from WHPC Sports Talk.
Cancun on 3, baby.
Chill.
He's no Dylan Brooks, though.
Wait, no. Can we see Corey in a perm?
No!
We actually can.
I need to see that.
We could.
I need to see
We actually can.
I'll hit him up.
I feel like he would do it, too.
Of course he would. That's Corey. I mean, all right. It's not... All right, Dylan Brooks' hair, it wasn't really in a perm. It was just like very like blow dried to the point where it was like very straight. I've been there before. I've had my hair like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you weren't walking out in like
No. I wasn't walking outside like that. But, he was very confident to do that. So
You should.
Like, I would never walk outside looking like that.
I look like a pimp. That's what I look like. But with that being said, that will do it for WHPC Sports Talk today. From Eric Williams, Joshua Mahi, Nico Each, Devin O'Shea, and Ross Levine. Thank you for listening to WHPC Sports Talk on 90.3 WHPC.